have been briefed about the contestants have been briefed about the rules and regulations of the contest. The contest shall begin with a test speech of 5 to 7 minutes by a test speaker. Contestants may make their notes on a white paper as a test speaker is delivering the speech. After the test speech is completed, all contestants will be escorted by the sergeant at arms to a breakout room and given 5 minutes to write their notes. Request timer 1 to please accompany the contestants and time the 5-minute duration. The contestants should keep their video and microphone on during the entire duration while they are in the breakout room, and both their hands must be visible to the camera also. Contestants have been briefed to pin the timers. The speech evaluation will be for 3 minutes. The timing signal shall be as follows. The green signal will be turned on after 2 minutes and shall remain on. The amber light will be turned on after 2 minutes and 30 seconds and shall remain on. The red light will be turned on after 3 minutes and will remain on till the presentation is completed. There will be no indication given to the contestants if he or she exceeds the time limits. The contestants will be disqualified if the speech is less than 1 minute 30 seconds or more than 3 minutes 30 seconds. In case of a technical glitch, a disconnection will be qualified as a disqualification and the contestants will not be able to continue their speech for the evaluation contest. May I know if there are any questions? Now let us meet the contestants. Please allow me to introduce the contestants in the speaking order as determined by a draw of lots. We have 9 contestants for today. I will announce the name of the contestants and they are requested to respond by switching on the camera and microphone and saying hello as his or her name is announced. In the speaking order, Toastmaster Kamini Singh.
Hello.
Toastmaster Amit Luthra.
Hello.
Toastmaster Sachin Takar.
Hello.
Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal.
Hello.
Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh.
Hello.
Toastmaster Niruban Das.
Hello.
Toastmaster Anand Boraskar.
Hello.
Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna.
Hello.
And Toastmaster Santosh Uninayar. I think Santosh Uninayar will be joining just before the start of the test speech, hopefully.
He's there already.
Ah, he's here, huh? Okay, great.
One contestant I'm missing. Who is the contestant I'm missing right now? C1, C2, C3,
Toastmaster
C5,
Sanjeev
C6.
Sharma.
P7 has not been spotlighted, but I won't be able to do because there's a limit of 9 only for spotlighting.
Ah, okay.
So
Is
maybe I can
Toastmaster
just...
Sanjeev Sharma available?
No, Toastmaster Sanjeev Sharma is dropped out.
He's dropped out. Okay.
Contestant number 1 to 7 and 9, 10 are available. There is no contestant number 8.
8. Okay, noted. Eligibility. To be eligible, a contestant must be a Toastmaster in good standing in a club in good standing, not be a current district or international officer, nor have declared their intent to run for district or international office. I confirm that all contestants are eligible to compete. Audience, may I request you to please unmute your microphones and give all the contestants a big round of applause. Now, please mute your microphones. It's time now for the contest to begin. Contestants, are you ready?
Contest chair?
Yes, sir.
I have a concern.
Yeah, please.
Please ask all the contestants to remove their virtual background.
Okay. Dear contestants, please remove your virtual background.
Yeah, go ahead. One more. Santosh,
Yeah.
Santosh, remove your virtual background. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Mrina.
Yes.
So just one quick clarification. Contestant number 10 is Santosh Nair, not Santosh Unni Nair.
Okay, the correction. Toastmaster Santosh Nair is contestant number 10.
Yeah, not Santosh Unni Nair. It is only Santosh Nair.
Santosh Nair. Okay, no. Audience members, are you ready? Role players, are you ready? Chief Judge George DTM George Thomas. Sir, may I seek your permission to begin the contest?
Permission granted. Good luck.
Thank you, Chief Judge. Please allow me to introduce the test speaker for today. The test speakers for today is Madam Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor. Madam Toastmaster will be delivering the speech titled The Rising Agent. The speech, The Rising Agent by Madam Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor. Madam Toastmaster, the stage is all yours.
Does anyone like baking cakes? Do you know what makes the cake rise? The ingredient is baking soda, which when mixed with eggs releases the gas carbon dioxide. When the cake is put in the oven, the temperature rises, which releases the gas and it escapes, leaving the gaps in between the cake layers, which not only makes the cake soft, fluffy, and spongy, but also helps it to rise. Good evening, contest chair, eminent panel of judges, my dear contestants, and fellow Toastmasters. I am a chemistry professor at George Brown College, Toronto. Over the years, the cornerstone of my teaching has been to include examples, stories, and activities that demonstrate connections to students' lives. Tell them sodium bicarbonate is NaHCO3, they are thrown off. But connect them to their baking interest, they are so much into it and they learn the relevance. How many of you had chemistry in high school? Did you like it? I know that I did not. I did not like it. How did I end up becoming a chemistry professor? Let me share this life-changing story with you. I was in my senior year of high school when my chemistry teacher, during one of the parent-teacher meetings, told my father that I wasn't doing great in his class and that he doesn't have much hope from me. I was a bright student, but I think my teacher had higher expectations from me. This comment made me feel very embarrassed and was also very disheartening for my dad, who was a scientist himself and always held very high hopes for his two daughters that he raised with great pride. My father did not say a word, but his silence spoke volumes. I was working hard day and night with one goal in my mind, to prove to my father, my teacher, and more so to myself that I can do it. I could make them feel proud and rise to their expectations. You know, if you're working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you, said Steve Jobs. And the vision did pull me. I scored the highest marks in chemistry in grade 12 and ranked in top 5 highest scoring students in the entire school. That was a life-changing moment which paved my way to a meaningful career I have today. I got into IIT Delhi, one of the top ranking universities in India, for my master's degree in chemistry. And it didn't stop there. Later, I got into the PhD program in Georgetown University in Washington, DC. Thereafter, when we moved to Canada, I knew one thing. Just like my grade 12 professor, who in his own way became an agent to raise me to this level, I will do the same. I started to teach at George Brown College. Until date, I try to be the rising agent, the baking soda that can help people to rise to their high spirits, rise to be motivated to be at their best. I'm going to share another experience with you. Have you experienced the resistance in your mind when your boss or your manager asks you to do something out of your comfort zone and you can't say no? I had been teaching for a number of years and had earned a senior position when my program chair asked me to take on the role of a coordinator. It required me to play an important academic leadership role. At that time, I was very comfortable with my teaching role and I did not want to stretch myself. However, I had a very good relationship with my chair and I just didn't want to say no to her. I took on the role. Believe me, the skills and the confidence that I developed as a coordinator compared to none. This challenge became the rising agent and brought the best out of me. From this experience, I learned a big lesson. When life gives you lemons, make a lemonade. Let me go back to baking soda. Do you really ever notice baking soda on cakes? No, right? It does its job and disappears. Similarly, we come across many people in our lives. They have raised us to where we are at today. Whether it's our teacher, our friends, or anyone else, they raise us in so many different ways. And sometimes these rising agents don't get noticed. I have now started to notice the many rising agents there are in my life. I have a very heartbreaking, loving, and caring husband, 2 very beautiful daughters. They are my rising agents. They keep me light and fluffy and are my sources of energy. I believe that we are all born to play a special role in this journey of life. What can be better than playing the role of a rising agent that can help everyone around us rise in their own special and unique ways? Do you notice who is your rising agent and whose rising agent are you? Back to you, contest chair.
Contest chair, you're muted. Toastmaster Pooja, you can keep your video on, please.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, for the test speech. Now may I request the Sergeant-at-Arms to kindly escort the contestants to the breakout room with the help of the Zoom master. Timer 2, may I request you to kindly join the breakout room as well. Dear contestants, please ensure that you are away and unable to reach your mobile phones or any electronic gadgets and would remain in the visibility of the Sergeant-at-Arms team members in the breakout room with your microphone switched on. Please do not mute yourself. Timer, at the end of 5 minutes, please share the indication.
Praveen, DTM Praveen, you are moving the contestants to the breakout room?
Yes, I am doing. Already getting informations to the people, please join.
Contestants, you will see a notification on your screens to join the breakout room. Please join quickly.
Yeah. Many have
I
joined.
have evaluator C1, C2, C4, C6, C7, C9 still in this room, C10 also. And please remember, you have to stay connected. If any one of you gets disconnected while moving in or out of the breakout room, it's a problem.
I think C1, C10 is still not joined.
C1 and C10.
C1, Toastmaster
I am not-
Kamini, Toastmaster. And we have to move Sergeant Terms 2 also. Toastmaster Karuna, you also need to go in the breakout room.
I did not
Who
get
has to go?
notification.
And I'm
You will get it now.
Timer 2
Time-
also.
Timer 2 and Sergeant Term 2.
Timer 2, you can join automatically. You are already there in the 2. You can just join. You just go down to your breakout room. You can there, you'll get the same join breakout room.
Yeah, hope all the contestants have moved out to the breakout room. Yes.
Yes. all
Madam
have been-
Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor, thank you for supporting us and being the test speaker. I think it's 11 a.m., nearly 11, I think, at Toronto. And that too on a Sunday morning. Anyway, it is indeed a great pleasure to have you amongst us on a fine Sunday morning of yours and a fine Sunday evening for us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. It's
Madam,
been a
may I
pleasure.
ask you how long you have associated with Toastmasters?
It's been very recent. So I just started this year. Yeah, so I started, I've just done a couple of speeches. So this is going to be my third one. And yes, I am in the Speak to Inspire Club here in Toronto.
And it was, the teachers have the natural talent to be wonderful speakers. Because, when you're taking a class, I started my career, my first genuine job was as a teacher at an engineering college. And the challenge which I always faced is that the students come up with challenging questions. And if there are 40 students in a class, there are 40 evaluators. And you are in Toronto since a long time?
Yes, we are here since a long time. It's been almost 17 years now.
Oh, great. That's pretty long period. And I think you are into Toastmasters, and luckily you are into the new curriculum of Toastmasters. May I ask you, which the path that you have chosen for Toastmasters?
Yes, so I'm looking into persuasive, like I'm looking into how to make matters, persuade people in the meetings, and that's the one, persuasive.
Great, great. It's a pleasure to know. And you baked the cake on Sunday morning, it seems.
We definitely, we got into baking interest during the COVID time. So it got so popular during the COVID time, baking cakes, that we ran out of flour in almost all grocery stores.
Oh.
Yes, so that's where we got that baking soda connection from.
We have seen a lot of props in various speeches, but this could be the first time that we are witnessing a prop that is especially made for the speech. May I request Sandeep ji to say a few words?
Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor, what an amazing speech. We will shortly present you the certificate of appreciation. And I must express my sincere gratitude to you for agreeing to my request to be a test speaker. She's only been a Toastmaster all of 3 months or so, maybe. And this is a speech which she specially modified for giving in our test, in our contest today. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Pooja. And is there anything else you want to tell our members, our guests, our role players? Any words of wisdom from the chemistry professor?
I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure for me to be a part of this Toastmaster club here today. And it's Sunday morning, it's snowing outside. So what could have been better than, sharing my experiences with you all. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for inviting me over. It's been wonderful. And I know there's a lot of learning that I'm going to be taking away from you, everybody here today.
Yeah, you don't need to thank us for listening because I don't think you gave us any choice. We were kind of glued to the screen throughout. And here we are. Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor, for being the test speaker. We will send you the e-certificate by email or WhatsApp very shortly.
I think it's time that our
Timer 1 is showing the 5 minutes are over. We don't know whether timer 2 is done with his 5 minutes there in the breakout room. All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja. You can obviously be here to all the evaluations. And we look forward to having you back in our club sometime very soon.
I'll just go and see and come.
Yeah, if you can do that, Toastmaster Praveen. Timer 1, you can stop showing the half. Okay.
I think 5 minutes over.
I will also go to that room and ask them to start now.
Contest here. So contest number 1 is here now.
Our first contestant for the evaluation contest is Toastmaster Kamini Singh. Madam Toastmaster Kamini Singh, please ensure that your audio and video are on and you have pinned the timers.
I'm sorry, I need to pin the timer. How do I pin the
I
timer?
think,
No need to do that. We'll just spotlight the timer.
Spotlight the timer.
Madam Toastmaster, to check your audio video, please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Kamini Singh. Toastmaster Kamini Singh, contestant number 1.
Miss Pooja, I must acknowledge that I thoroughly enjoyed your speech today. And I'm sure everybody, your expressions, your facial expressions, your voice modulation, it was so amazing that it glued me to your speech throughout. It's from starting. And when you took out the prop out, I knew the next 7 minutes going to be amazing and we all gonna enjoy that. And it's getting interesting with time. The title you picked, The Rising Agent. You know, when I've heard the title, I thought, where the speech is going, what you're going to speak. So it created a special, a question mark, a mystery for us, which was amazing. Thanks for doing it and keeping us in a secret, this thing, what's going to come next. And especially when a soda box came out. And then and in the middle, when you think like speaker my public might lose the interest or might they go here, it's a very important and a fear for a speaker. At the right time, what you did, you asked a question to public. Okay, did you ever fear your teacher? You again made sure that we all are engaged to your speech. That was fantastic move to do. And to keep more interesting, Then before, like, we again goes here and there, you got a personal touch. You stars told us how your father was an inspiration for you, how your sister was with you. And you again made us also think, you made connected us also to your story. Did we also have a rising agent in our life? That how is that? Do we have people around us? That was amazing. These kind of things sometimes we forget and these points, but you explained everything very well. The way you were speaking, you were smooth, you were slow, you were clear. And these are the most important things. Your eye contact was throughout amazing with the screen. You never went here and there. And there is a lot to learn from you in this. And when you were asking questions, you were making us think a lot of things in this speech. But as we all know, that a person who never made a mistake, he is never ready to learn anything new. So after amazing this nice speech, I have very few points I think I would like to tell you. You were very good in speech, but I thought the whole story in the speech was perfect, but the pieces, like, in the jigsaw puzzle, so the puzzles, all the pieces were there, but the pieces were, I think, somewhere mixed wrongly. So because you initially started with your father, emotional angle, then you went on somewhere explaining that how it helped you, and then it came back. Otherwise, trust me, I really enjoyed your speech, your confidence, your facial expressions, the selection of words, the quotation you used, the laminate one. Everything was perfect from starting to end. And I really congratulate you and all the best for your next speech. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tufan.
1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Can we move the next contestant in during this time?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Timer, please confirm if it's 1 minute. Our second contestant for the evaluation contest is Toastmaster Amit Luthra. Toastmaster Amit Luthra, please ensure that you can see both the timers.
I am at 2, I can see, but there, yes, timer 1 is there.
Toastmaster Amit Luthra, for audio visual check, please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Amit Luthra. Toastmaster Amit Luthra, contestant number 2.
Believe in yourself and anything is possible was shown perfectly by today's speaker, Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor. Good evening, contest chair, eminent panel of judges, and my dear fellow Toastmasters. Wow, what a start, what a speech. Wonderful. Toastmaster Pooja, you started your speech with a personal story of yours, and that immediately grabbed the attention of the audience. Because everybody can connect directly to personal stories. And that always helps. You started with the story of a rising agent and you compared it with your personal life. I personally felt so connected with the story because I totally agree with you that sometimes in your personal life, in your life, you need rising agents to motivate you or to propel you. I himself many a times had those rising agents in form of my teachers or in the form of my father. Once I was very demotivated. I got passing marks only in the 8th standard. That time my teacher motivated me that don't worry, concentrate on your studies, you can do that. And in the next semester, I got 100 out of 100 in maths. That was kind of a miracle for me. So we need those kind of rising agents. You use the props wonderfully. You started with a well-baked cake. Wow. Amazing. That makes me craving for that. I want to eat that immediately. I want to recommend you that if you would have stressed little more on your voice modulation, your speech could go to the next level. Some places I thought that you could have stressed on the voices that, yes, I can do that, or yes, you can do that. So this is my recommendation for you. If you would have used these recommendations in the next speeches, definitely it will be very good. Overall, your speech was wonderful, well crafted. Start was very good. Conclusion was very good. Just follow the recommendations and you can do wonders. Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. Please have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Pooja. Over to contest chair.
1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Our third contestant for the evaluation speech contest is Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar. Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar, please ensure that your audio and video are on and you are able to see both the timers.
Yes, I can see. Not both timers, but only timer 1.
For audio visual test, please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar. Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar, contestant number 3.
The rising agent or the right ingredient? To be honest, our test speaker, Toastmaster Pooja, I got confused with the title. Because in hand, you were showing a beautiful chocolate cake. And I felt she must be talking about the right ingredient. And as the story started revealing, then I felt, oh, that's a rising agent. contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and my test speaker. My speaker started with a catchy action by showing the cake. And when being from all the way to Canada, I was still smelling the fragrance of that cake. And she aptly started with the opening. So everyone got glued to what she is going to talk about. She introduced herself and she went into 2-3 stories of her life. The first story told us about her embarrassment and how she actually took herself up from the ashes to a rising star, I should say. Because those were the expectations when she fell, but she jumped back and achieved her success. That is getting into IIT or maybe a PhD in chemistry. Honestly, when she asked that question, do you like chemistry or you studied chemistry? I said, yes, in my mind and heart, I studied, but I was very poor in chemistry. So I was more curious to listen to her, what she is going to tell about that rising agent, because still I am in right ingredient. Then the quotations and the motivation, what she got. And from there, her entire success journey was revealed in front of us. As rightly said, when you get a lemon, make a lemonade. And she did that lemonade beautiful. I think I can test that a successful lemonade by her. Friends, then the rising agent came in picture of her husband or daughter, which told us everyone is having that in their life. Couple of recommendations. What I felt that there is a monotony in her voice. Lot of emotions could have been added when it's embarrassment. Or when the success is there, she can show the success with a little louder voice. So voice modulation. And I felt she was looking a little down, maybe a little raised eye contact level of a camera would have helped. I know I have a lot of rising agents in my life and I want to become one. Thank you so much. Over to you, contest chair.
1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Contest chair is already shown red and then he turned it back to neutral.
Yeah. Our fourth contestant is Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal. Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal, please ensure that your audio is on and also as the video.
It is
and you are
on.
able to see both the timers, timer 1 and timer 2.
I can see only timer 1.
Timer 2 is not in the room, I think. Timer 1 only is there at the moment.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal.
Learned panel of
Dhariwal,
judges.
contestant number 4.
Learned panel of judges. contest chair, speech by Toastmaster Pooja not only engrossed me, not only encouraged me, but also gave me valuable message of life. What an impressive and engrossing speech. Effective and appropriate use of props, proper utilization of the body language supported by facial expressions. Subject matter was so well structured. It was going from step to step, giving explanation of the lessons of life. Very interesting, very applied. The continuous and effective connect with the audience throughout the speech was remarkable. From all the angles, I found the speech a perfect. The areas where I think the speaker could have been even better, the pauses could have been reduced. The reason could be because it was the life experience. The speaker was overconfident and maybe the rehearsed or the practice was not as much as it should have been. The expressions to be supported with sufficient energy at times where the incidence was really very, should have been bubbly and more energetic. And then the speaker should have been slightly away from the camera, using more frame and having more space for the movements. I found at times the speaker was too close to the audience, which was not the best way to express yourself. So overall, a very impressive, engrossing, encouraging speech with valuable message of life, fantastic use of body language and expression, perfect, structured, with good subject matter, with very applied and interesting message to each and everyone in the life, continuous connect with the audience throughout the speech, the areas of improvement, pauses to be reduced, more practice to be brought in, expressions to be supported with the energy, and to use the frame of the camera in more effective manner. Overall, a very interesting, a very applied speech. I really enjoyed right from the beginning till the end. Over to you, contest chair.
One minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Toastmaster Sandeep, I think you are muted and yeah, your speech is still not started. Contest has still not invited you to speak.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, can you speak now?
No, don't start your speech. Just say something else let the contest chair
Hello.
ask you what he wants to ask.
hello.
Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Contest chair will ask you to speak, then only you start.
Our fifth contestant for the evaluation speech contest is Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh. Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh, please ensure that your audio and video are on and you are able to see the timer.
Yes, hi.
Are you able to see the timer?
Yeah.
Please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh. Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh, contestant number 5.
Respected contest chair Chief Judge and panel of judges, distinguished Toastmaster and my fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. What a profound beginning it was. By raising the cake, somebody wants to teach the chemistry, the toughest subject for me. I was wondering what is this cake going to be and for what purpose. First, I thought some chef is going to teach me something about how to bake the cake. But as soon as I realized the toughest formulas of chemical, sodium bicarbonate, I had never remembered in my studies. And that is why the simplest way the teacher is teaching this. Thank you, Ms. Pooja, for teaching the innovative way of teaching. It was really nice and wonderful to know, learn, and I think the students like me who had never scored good marks in a chemistry could be a best students to this teacher. It was really excellent in the clarity of the speech. It was very vocal and variation in the variation as well as the modulation of the speech. There was eye contact, very nicely done. There was a gesture which was showing the actions with the cake. So it was really wonderful to watch the speaker having such a nice speech. It was fantastic to see that that raising the expectation, you can do it. That was a motivating factor which teacher is showing it. Very nicely shown with the props. At the same time, there was a very nice example of human values showing respect to the father and his way of teaching. Who is rising agent is a question mark, which raised a question to myself. So I got motivated at the same time. I would like to give some small suggestions for further improvement in this speech. The speech could have one or two more examples for a student if he is learning as a very dull student and he wants to learn something different, some different chemical formulas. What could be the other formulas which speaker has used, like sodium bicarbonate was one of the example. Same way would have given another examples which would have helped students further to learn from this teacher. I was very happy to see that the teacher has grown her path from teacher to professor and even done the doctorate. This has given a lot of inspiration for the teachers. I want to sum up saying that there was a little improvement could be done on this, and that is only to give more examples. Thank you. Contestant chair, please give me.
Please maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. The next contestant for the evaluation speech contest is Toastmaster Niruban Das. Toastmaster Niruban Das, please ensure that your audio and video are on. Toastmaster Niruban Das, please unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Niruban Das, are you able to see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer one.
Please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Contestant number 6, Toastmaster Niruban Das. Toastmaster Niruban Das, contestant number 6.
Yeah. The speech in the evening, what an inspirational speech. Wow, what a great speech from the genius Madam Toastmaster Pooja today. She has explained the way how she is teaching in the college, school, how she is educated in the, we could understand whoever the student is studying under her can easily grasp what she is giving the speech, giving the lecture in his college and schools. The same way she has presented the topic, the rising agent. It's a wonderful, the motivational speech to the everyone. Her speech was very clarity and the vocabulary and the sentence she has used very easy and it is understood and it's a complete, wow, awesome. And the way she has started with the baking soda, you see how the cake is making. With many of the people don't know the gas, how it is forming. The wonderful example, NaH03, how she has taken to us to before 30 years, what we studied also. The same way, all the audience is engrossed in her speech. So no one can go anywhere from her speech. That kind of eye contact and the gesture, the way of presentation. So the topic also, the content on her speech is very worthable. The people easily can take it and can use it in their regular life. How to grown up. And such a master speaker, we don't have anything to suggest to her. Still, I can just only one thing can able to watch. She can put the computer or his laptop, the camera can be little more viewer and can explain to the audience in a visibly. The overall speech was very excellent and wonderful. Thank you. Over to Chairperson.
Please maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
What a lovely speech. Sorry.
Wait.
Our next contestant is Toastmaster Anand Bhoraskar. Toastmaster Anand Bhoraskar, please ensure that your audio and video are switched on and you are able to see the timer.
Yeah, I can see the timer.
Please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Thank you. Contestant number 7, Toastmaster Anand Bhoraskar. Toastmaster Anand Bhoraskar, contestant number 7.
What a great speech. Can I call it a perfect chemical speech? As it has got all the ingredients nicely mixed to make a strong compounded story, and most importantly, right fusion of all the right examples, motivating words, was making it really clear and loud. You excelled at conveying your message loud and clear with a very simple yet reinforcing example of baking soda, bang on, which acts as an important ingredient which helps the cake to go fluffy and soft when heated. Again, a very subtle message that when things goes wrong, try to rise up. Beautifully explained. Your clarity of thoughts on the topic, vocal variety, made it very comprehensible to one and all. The confident pose and eye contact and gestures which were used were very effective to engage the entire audience available here on this podium. Your journey of becoming a chemistry teacher was well narrated, and you took us, all of us, through a very nice examples and different places, quoting IIT Delhi, Washington DC, and how you landed up with your top 5 position to become a chemistry teacher in Canada. The statement which I like the most is, when life goes lemon, make lemonade out of it. Again, re-establishing the point where you started. Become a rising agent yourself and make sure that you grow to your expectations and the expectations of people, kept people who keep in you, as well as make sure that others are well supported with you rising up. On top of it, the specific adjectives and the things which were used in terms of a comfort zone, coming out of comfort zone, as well as anything which is given to you as a role, please get into it fully, because it always helps you enhancing your skills and overall knowledge base. So all in all, I will say a great speech. As a point of suggestion, everything was perfect, but still I would want to say, maybe if you would have taken the area completely covered with your movement, it would have created a little more impact, especially when you are sharing 2 different examples. But all in all, a perfect bonded chemical speech, I will say. Over to you, contest chair.
Please maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Contestant red has come.
Our next contestant for the evaluation speech contest is Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna. Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna, please ensure that your audio and video are switched on. You're muted, kindly switch on your audio. Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna, kindly confirm that you are able to see the timer.
Yes, I confirm.
Please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Contestant number 8, Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna.
Contestant number 9.
Okay. Contestant number 9, Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna. Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna, contestant number 9.
Dear Pooja, you impressed me a lot with your speech titled The Rising Agent. Linking one small fluffy cake to a philosophy of life. Brilliant. Chair contest, judges and fellow Toastmasters. Pooja gave a very thoughtful and message-giving speech. In her speech, she gave some very good messages. And the messages were: manage expectation of self and family. Number 2, focused approach to maintain your and your family's pride. And the third, to do all these things, identify your rising agent who can help you in your life. And there was a great curiosity in her speech, which when she started her speech, she gave the example of chemistry. And the people started thinking, what chemistry is going to do with this philosophy? But later on, she linked the elements one after another. It was great. It was very clear, and her clear dialect made it very easy to understand for the audience also. During the speech, the audiences were nearly glued to their chairs. Now, what thing which was very good in her speech was her movements of the hands, her voice tone, and her eye contacts, which were able to attract the audience, and we're trying to convey the messages. For example, when she said about the pull, push, or when she said paved way, so she made her hand like paved way. So you are making a connect with the audience. And when she talked about the lemon taste, she made the things very sharp at that moment, which was creating the interest of the audience. Now, although the speech, what she gave was beautiful, but according to me, there were few things which could have been improved. I will say that the hands movement, when she was trying to move, they were going out of the frame. There was a very good use of the props, but I think the props were at a wrong place. So she had to go like this or like this for opening or lifting the props, which were making it quite difficult. So instead of that, if props were at convenient places where she could have taken it very easily, it could have been better. Overall, I will say the speech was well written, well constructed, and it started with the curiosity. In the middle, it gave a beautiful message. And at the conclusion, she made it very clear that identifying the rising agent of the life is the most important thing through which you can move in your life ahead, higher and higher. Over to you, contest chair.
Please maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Our next contestant for the speech evaluation contest is Toastmaster Santosh Nair. Toastmaster Santosh Nair, please ensure that your audio and video are on.
Yes, it is on, sir.
Please confirm that you are able to see the timer.
Yeah, I can see the timer.
Please repeat after me. I evaluate to motivate.
I evaluate to motivate.
Contestant number 10, Toastmaster Santosh Nair. Toastmaster Santosh Nair, contestant number 10.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Today I am going to give my first evaluation for the speech which everybody has heard. So, not wasting much time, I will go directly to the evaluation. First of all, as my opinion of this topic which the speaker took is very perfect and personal, and it shares the personal experience as a mentor. And talking about the clarity was communicating using the spoken words was very much linked, and our vocal variety of using the speed, tone, volume, it was excellent, and her gesture was also perfect. It was a little bit motivating, and with expressions of hands and that tools, props which showed us cake and sodium, it was also very eye-catching. And from my point, I see that some eye contact issue was there, which she should consider. And second, of that comfort level, little bit comfort level should be, what we say, that it can be little bit enhanced. And overall, if we for this, overall it was like a perfect blend of active speaking. And this is my just small evaluation, and I hope it is matching with the criteria. And this is just my message to the speaker. Thank you.
Please maintain 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots and finalize the results. Zoom Master, may I request if the chief judge and the tally counters can move to the breakout room?
Timer 1, neutral background now, red background after 3 minutes are over.
You can just join the breakout room. The message may not come. You can go to the downside, the breakout room signal. Signal will be there. There you can click and you can go in. You're able to see PTM, CJ. The
Yeah.
bottom, in the bottom, you can see the breakout room.
Yeah.
There you can go and click.
Okay.
So you will join that room 1. Contested tally counters and the chief judge are in the breakout room.
Shall we continue with the distribution
I
of the
think
participants?
3 minutes is not shown by the timer. Once it is shown, you can.
Okay, I'll wait. May I request all the contestants to join us by switching on their cameras to receive their e-participation certificate. Zoom Master, I think you can share the screen now to display the participants.
Yeah, we'll share. Yes.
Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club Speech Contest 2023, the evaluation speech contest. Participant certificates for the participants who performed today. Toastmaster Kamini Singh, Toastmaster Amit Luthra, Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal.
Thank you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh.
Thank you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Dhiruban Das.
Thank you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Anand Bhoraskar.
Thank you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Rajesh Khanna.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Santosh Nair.
Thank you.
We can take a photograph. I will spotlight all. Only 9 can be spotlighted. So first, I don't know whom to agree. First, with the test speaker and all the contestants, I will take a photo.
I would like to be excluded if you don't mind.
Now, first, all the contestants need to switch on their videos. I can still see contestant number 1 is not switched on the video.
Yeah, all
Contestant number 2 is not seen. 3, 4 are seen. 5 is seen. Now, still some of the videos are missing. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Kamini Singh, can you switch on your video, please? Otherwise, then we know who has to be excluded. She is not there. And we should take the photograph with the test speaker.
Still people are there, I think, without camera on.
Yeah, so whoever has not got the camera on, we'll just let it be.
So then I think I will add okay now. So all 9 are there. I think Toastmaster Kamini is not there. I believe Toastmaster Kamini is not there.
So 7 are there. There's somebody else who's not there. C1 is there. C2 is.
No, 9 are there.
Rajesh Dhariwal is not here.
Gajesh ji is not here.
Yeah. Okay. Gajesh Dhariwal.
But you can only spotlight 9 improvises.
Yes.
I have taken this picture. You can
Okay,
remove
then
somebody
I will,
and bring.
Gajesh Dhariwal. Okay. Toastmaster Amit, switch on your video, and test speaker, please switch on your video. One photo will be taken. Sandeep Deshmukh, Toastmaster Sandeep Deshmukh, please switch on your video.
Okay. Test speaker, can you please Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor?
Toastmaster Sandeep, you are taking the photo, no? Then I am not taking the photo.
I am taking the photo, yes.
I think somebody else gone now. Who has gone now?
That's okay. We have the other one already, and this is now another one here. Okay. We don't have the contest chair now.
Yeah, now the contest. Where is he? He is.
He's there. You have not spotlighted him. He's waiting.
I spotlighted 1 second. How come he has gone?
I don't know. Okay, so I'm
sit
taking
in
the
this
picture
frame.
now.
Yeah.
I have taken this
spotlighted
picture
you,
as
but
well.
I don't know, somehow you missed. Smile, please. Yes.
Okay, if the smiles are happening now, I'll take another one. Okay, taken.
Thank you. Then one by one, I will remove.
So photo session is done.
Photo session is
Yes.
done.
This concludes the contest, and I hereby adjourn the speech evaluation contest. Toastmasters and guests, thank you for your support, and special thanks to the test speaker who has come down all the way from Toronto, Canada. I thank the XCOM of the Apna Hindi Toastmasters for providing me this opportunity to be the contest chair. May I now request the Master of the Ceremonies, Madam Toastmaster Mridula Sharma, to take the proceedings forward. Thank you.
धन्यवाद कॉन्टेस्ट चेयर टोस्टमास्टर मृणाल। सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को उनके इतने अच्छे प्रदर्शन के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई। और अब हम 3 मिनट का ब्रेक लेंगे और मैं समय पालक जी से अनुरोध करूंगी कि आप 3 मिनट बाद हमें सूचित करें ताकि हम फिर से अपने कॉन्टेस्ट के साथ जुड़ सकें। धन्यवाद।
I have a request. If everybody is okay, we can probably reduce the bio break to 2 minutes. We are running about 15 minutes late from our schedule right now. So timer, if you can show the red light after 2 minutes itself, I think 2 minutes is good enough for the bio break.
Fine.
Okay, sir. Noted.
Thank you.
It is for the cricket lovers. India has won the second T20 World Cup.
For the cricket lovers, Indian women under 19 team won the World Cup today. India winning the second T20 is okay, but that was much greater victory.
Wow, it's a great
That is really a great victory.
It's the inaugural women's under 19 T20 World Cup.
Correct, and that was won by India.
Yes, yes. Coincidentally, the inaugural World Cup T20 is also won by India.
Yep.
Should we start?
Yes, please.
मैं फिर से आप सभी टोस्ट मास्टर्स का अपना हिंदी टोस्ट मास्टर क्लब के कॉन्टेस्ट में बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। अब हम हमारी दूसरी प्रतियोगिता ह्यूमरस कॉन्टेस्ट की ओर बढ़ते हैं। हास्य एक प्राकृतिक दवा है जो मानव जीवन को सुखमय और स्वस्थ रखने के लिए परम आवश्यक है। मैं इस कॉन्टेस्ट के सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को शुभकामनाएं देती हूं और मुझे विश्वास है कि आप सबके चेहरों पर मुस्कान लाने में सफल रहेंगे। और अब मैं आगे की बागडोर हमारे कॉन्टेस्ट चेयर टोस्ट मास्टर मृणाल जी को देना चाहूंगी ताकि वो इस कॉन्टेस्ट को आगे बढ़ा सकें। ओवर टू चेयर कॉन्टेस्ट चेयर मृणाल जी।
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, for the yet another opportunity to be the contest chair. Area Director and the club president of Ahtmc Toastmasters Club, the EXCOM and other dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Once again, a good afternoon to you all. It's my privilege to be a contest chair for the Humorous Speech Contest. Humor is said to be a social lubricant that helps us get over some of the bad spots in life. And humor is the sunshine of the mind. Life is incomplete, or rather, each day is incomplete without a smile. The purpose of today's contest is, off the records, to bring a smile into everybody's face. Officially, to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to recognize the best as an encouragement to all. To provide this opportunity to learn by observing and more proficient speakers who have benefited from the Toastmasters training. Dear contestant, our chief judge today is DTM George Thomas. Please join me in thanking the judges and the chief judge. Before we commence the contest, please allow me to state the rules of the contest. The contestants have been briefed about the rules and regulations of the contest. The contestants shall have 5 to 7 minutes to deliver their speech. A contestant will be disqualified if the speech is less than 4 minutes 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. The contestants have been informed of the timing signals. Once again, I wish to repeat the timing signals. The timing signals shall be as follows. The green light will be turned on after 5 minutes and will remain on. The amber light will be turned on after 6 minutes and will remain on. The red light will be turned on after 7 minutes and will remain on till the speech is completed. No indication will be given to the contestant if he or she exceeds the time limits. Timing will begin with the contestants' first definite verbal and non-verbal communication with the audience. There will be 1 minute of silence after each contestant for the judges to complete their scores. During this period, everyone is requested to mute their microphones. Protests may be registered by the contestants or judges to either the Chief Judge, DTM George Thomas, or to myself as contest chair before the contest is adjourned. Now let us meet our contestants. We have 4 contestants competing today. Allow me to introduce the contestants in the speaking order as determined by a draw of lots. I request all contestants to unmute and switch their cameras on. I will announce the name of the contestants and they are requested to respond by saying hello as the name is announced. Requesting the audience to kindly hold your applause until I have introduced all the contestants. The contestants for today's humorous speech contest in the speaking order are Toastmaster Amit Luthra.
Hello.
Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal.
Hello.
Toastmaster Anand Boraskar.
Hello.
Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar.
Hello.
Eligibility. To be eligible, a contestant must be a Toastmaster in good standing in a club of good standing. Not to be a current district or international officer, nor have declared the intent to run for district or international office. I confirm that all the contestants are eligible to compete. Audience, please unmute your microphones and give all the contestants a big round of applause. Now, please mute your phones again. Please mute your microphones again. During the contest, I will introduce each contestant by announcing the contestant's name, then the speech title, repeating the speech title and the contestant's name. Are there any questions? I wish like to mention about the technical difficulties. By any chance, if there is a technical break, that is your speech has been stopped or had to be stopped because of the internet connection, the speaker has 2 minutes to resume the connection and join the speech. And the speech must start from that point where it has been stopped before the technical glitch. Zoom Master, are you ready?
Yes, yes. So I will.
Timers and tally counters, are you ready?
Yeah. But one, Gajendra,
Contest chair.
please rename your name. It's
Toastmaster
evaluated.
Gajesh the river has to rename. Thank you.
Mrinal?
Yes, sir. I'm just waiting for Gajeshi to rename. Yeah, it's
Okay,
done. Yes.
make sure that nobody uses the picture background.
Yes.
You can now contest it.
The contestants, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Chief Judge DTM George Thomas, sir, may I seek your permission to begin the contest?
Yes, please, go ahead. Good luck.
It is time to begin the contest. Our first contestant for the evening is Toastmaster Amit Luthra. Dear Toastmaster, kindly ensure that your audio and video are on. Please confirm that you are able to see the timer also.
Yes.
Please repeat after me. Laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Contestant number 1. Sandeepji, I need a small help from you. Actually, my screen is stuck. I'm not able to move forward. Can you please introduce contestant number 1 once again?
No, we can see you, no problem. You can go ahead.
No, I'm not able
There's
to.
no issue. Seems to be no issue, Mrinal.
No,
We can properly introduce. No issue.
Okay. Just a minute, sir. I'm having some serious problem. The screen is full stuck except for the Zoom.
But we can see you.
You can hear properly as if there's no issue. So you can tell the speaker one to start.
Because in the speaker, you have your speaker, timer, and you on the speaker screen now. So you can just introduce the speaker, and then I will. You can go out and come back also. Introduce your speaker. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but my screen, I cannot see anyone. My screen is.
No, you just speak.
Okay,
For the time being, you
I
just
can
introduce.
see.
We can see you and we can see your action also. Nothing.
Toastmaster Mrinal, just tell me this. Just tell me the speech title. I will introduce the contestant. No problem.
So, that's what the problem is. I'm not able to open that sheet.
Amit, what's
your
title of the speech?
The title of my speech is "Don't Go Overboard."
Okay.
Toastmaster Mrinal.
Okay, I will introduce the speaker. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Amit Luthra. Speech title, Don't Go Overboard. Don't go overboard. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Amit Luthra. Over to you.
How dare you do this to me? You very well know how much I valued our friendship. But you always try to humiliate me Because of you, people mocked at me sometimes. But still, I always tried to protect you. I think now we must part ways. Do you understand? Go from here now. Leave me alone. Contest chair, eminent panel of judges, and my dear fellow Toastmasters. Quarrel happens between friends, but when made up, adds a new tie to friendship. And what you all just witnessed is a part and parcel of a long and strong friendship between me and my fat belly, whom I admiringly addressed as Fatu. Our friendship started way back in mid-80s when I was in grade 5. I was an introvert and quite reluctant to make new friends and play around with them. But I like reading and used to read books sitting on a couch or relaxing on my bed. And my dear friends, that was the time Fatu entered into my life. And with every passing year, become my most trusted and inseparable friend, companion. We both grew together. I gained the height, and simultaneously, Fatu expands its circumference by adding more and more layers of fat around him. And that attracted the unwanted visitors like gas, acidity, burps, snores, and above all, my dear friends, the famous farts. If the circumference is big, you need more food to fill it. And then you do overeating. Trust me, I have had my fair share of overeating incidents. Like the time I attended one wedding ceremony. The buffet spread was like a dream come true to me. There were different cuisines of the world available. Chinese, continental, Punjabi, South Indian, Mexican. What you want to eat, you can. And I want to try everything. But this Fatu couldn't accommodate all the food. And I had to unbutton my pants to breathe. And one other time, I had a good amount of spicy food and ended with gas so bad, it sounded like symphony of fatulence. Tam, tu, tam, boom. And it happens, worst part is it happened in a public place, in front of my friends. I was mortified, my friends. But despite all these, Fatu and me enjoys our company. When I got engaged, Fatu and me got little worried that what will happen now. One day I was talking to Aarti, my would-be wife, during our courtship, and got to know that she used to eat half chapati, roti, half bowl of curry, little quantity of curd, and salad. What? We both echoed very loudly. No. This cannot be happening. We have to do something about that. Then I tried convincing her to eat and cook more food. That way, he would allow us to eat more food. Thank God I succeeded in my plan. By eating the delicious food cooked by her, Fatu started growing leaps and bounds. And because of that, the unwanted visitors started visiting me on a regular basis, sometime during a party or dining out. Once we went to see a movie in a theater. As usual, I purchased popcorns and cola and start gulping. The moment Akshay Kumar attacked the goons, I too got attacked by gas and acidity with full and heavy artillery. And that pushes me back, and I had to rush to the doctor to get the reinforcement. That day, my friends, I saw a worried look on my wife's face. And I asked the doctor what to do. After listening to about my eating habits and about my friendship with Fatu, he advised me, moderation is key. Eat whatever you want to eat, but do it in a moderate way. Fatu is a good friend of yours, but in order to keep him fit and away from gas, acidity, and the farts, try eating in a moderate way and do some workout also. Otherwise, the unwanted visitors will start taking the permanent residency in your life. So do value your friendship with Fatu, but don't always try to oblige him. This will do for you a very good thing. You will get a good health, more happiness, and an active life. So my dear friends, don't go overboard. Stay moderate. Got it, Fatu? Over to contest chair.
Please mute the microphones and wait for 1 minute for the judges to mark their scores. Our second contestant for the humorous speech contest is Toastmaster Gajesh Thariwal. Toastmaster Gajesh Thariwal, please ensure that your audio and video are on and you are able to see the timer.
Yes, I can.
Please repeat after me. Laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter is the best medicine. Actually, it is prevention.
Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Gajesh Thariwal. The speech titled Wisdom from Serious Humor. Wisdom from Serious Humor by Toastmaster Gajesh Thariwal, contestant number 2.
आज मेरे यार की शादी है, आज मेरे यार की शादी है. Yes, most of you guessed correctly. It was the marriage of my close friend. All the marriages are memorable for the couple and the members of the family. But there are some which are memorable to all the guests who attend the wedding. Learned panel of judges, contest chair, and fellow Toastmasters. Before I proceed, let us familiarize ourselves with few words. The groom is known as Dulha. The bride is called Dulhan. And Barat is a marriage party comprising of the members of family, relatives, and friends which accompany Dula to Dulan's house where the marriage takes place. Every member of Barat wants to be in his or her best appearance and best outfit. We were all getting ready when suddenly one guest who had come from outstation realized that his son was not to be seen. Everybody searched for the boy, but all in vain. The atmosphere of Barat turned tense and gloomy. Everyone was so concerned about the boy who hailed from a small town. How will he cope in this big city of Delhi? After all the efforts were futile, it was decided to file a police complaint. In the meantime, one more guest from the same family of the boy arrived. To pleasant surprise of all of us, we were relieved once the person told us that the boy never traveled to Delhi and he was hale and hearty at home. The joy and cheer of the Barat resumed. After some time, we took a bus and traveled to the town of Bride, singing songs and in a very cheerful manner. We were welcomed at the community center where we were supposed to reside for next 24 hours. The marriage party, after having refreshments and little bit of relaxation, was preparing to move towards the house of the Dulhan. Now, the place of Dulhan was a couple of kilometers away. To avoid this slow walk, few close friends of Dulha decided to reach the bride's place in auto rickshaws and planned to join the procession short distance Dulhan's house. Few of us were high on after consuming alcohol. After waiting for quite some time, we saw the procession of Barat approaching us. We were thrilled. We almost ran with joy and enthusiasm. Two of us went and interrupted the band and told the bandmaster, stop, stop. And they said, please play Mere Aaj Mere Yaar Ki Shaadi Hai, to which he reluctantly obliged. After that, everybody danced like crazy. Many more people from the marriage party also joined the dance. In marriages, it is privilege and responsibility of the close friends of Dula to dance like mad and try to delay the reaching of Barat as far as possible. To express and to exhibit the closeness of to Dula, everybody was showing their talents of dance. Suddenly I realized none of the marriage party members was a known face. I was in the process of enlightenment. I shifted my focus and attention to Dula, who was wearing a decorated turban with half face covered. Being close friend for years, even with a partial glimpse, I could discover the reality. It was not our friend. We were in a different Barat. We ran a high risk of being thrashed by the original marriage party. I, maintaining my dance moves, quietly and swiftly went to each and every friend of mine, telling them about my discovery. And in a couple of moments, we all fled the scene. It was a great escape and a big relief. A little later, our marriage party came and we joined them. It was winter time. So after finishing the dinner and ceremonies, we returned to the place of stay. And in winter time, whatever is the arrangements, it is very usual that the quilts and the blankets will always be in short supply. We friends were sitting and talking and suddenly found that Dula was not there. And there he appears in ceremonially dressed outfit, holding 2 quilts in his hands and trying to distribute to different guests. We could not control our laughter. We went to him and we took away the blankets and we took the responsibility. The following day, the venue was booked for us as per our departure time. And as soon as our event was finishing, there was another event which was lined up. To our surprise, the bus which was supposed to take us back did not arrive. Guess what happened next? We had to vacate the venue and we were sitting on the roadside with all our belongings and baggages. We utilized this couple of hours playing Antakshari. Finally, our bus came and we returned to the place of groom. Now there was another discovery. The Dulan, who brought all her belongings in a briefcase, nicely locked, had left the keys back home. Nothing could have proceeded because all the belongings were locked in the briefcase. A person has to travel. Those times there were no mobiles. Even the landlines was a luxury. And we had to wait for a few hours to get the things back. And after completion of all the ceremonies, it was almost late in the evening. We had no idea that we were still in for another shocker. The groom came and told in my ears that he is not able to trace his night suit. And you know, the first night of the married couple is so special, and the preparations are also so special. After knowing that, we jumped like commandos because we were afraid that the shops may have closed. There were no malls at that time. We found one shop which was getting closed. After listening to our plea, the shopkeeper rescued us. We returned with the night suit, with our heads held high, as if like the victorious warriors returning from some big battle. The roller coaster ride, which was full of hiccups and humor, lasted for almost 36 hours, at the end of which we were blessed with wisdom, which enabled and empowered us to prevent and to manage many of the unwanted episodes of Indian marriage. Over to you, contest chair.
Please mute the microphones and wait 1 minute for the judges to mark their ballots. Our third contestant for the evening is Toastmaster Anand Baraskar. Toastmaster Anand Baraskar, please ensure that your audio and video are both switched on, and also confirm that you are able to see the timer.
Yes, I do.
Please repeat after me. Laughter's the best medicine.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Contestant number 3, Anand Baraskar. Speech titled HPC, 3 Rules to Remember in Life. HPC, 3 Rules to Remember in Life by Toastmaster Anand Baraskar, contestant number 3.
Daniel J. Millman is an American author and lecturer in the field of personal development. He is best known for the movie Peaceful Warrior, which is based on his own life experience. And he said, life has 3 rules. HPC. H for humor, because sense of humor about you is good. Paradox, because life is a mystery, so don't waste your time to figure it out. And change, because nothing ever stays same. Good evening, chair contest, respected judges, and my fellow Toastmaster colleagues. My name is Anand from Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club. And being a science background student, I read that light travels faster than sound. So I may look brighter than I am till I make my vocal cord make some sound which will be pleasant, and meaningful. By the way, it's only a statement, does not guarantee anything. Long ago, one fine weekend, one of my close friends told me to attend a session on parenting and said, it is good for you to bring the best from your kids and work on ideal family status. So I did attend the session and felt charged and motivated enough to take on the new generation kids and the old generation wife head on. And to my surprise, the paradox in life always has been changing me, as I found to be at the disposal of my own family members in a very humorous way every time I decided to lecture them. So I went to my friend and said, man, your advice did not work. And in fact, I am beaten by my own statements. He stared at me, grinned, and said, beaten once, twice shy. Don't get into this syndrome and go for the required change, because change is the only constant and also inevitable. And with this confused expression, I asked to get into the learning. And guess what happened? Who tops the list around me? And it's none other than my better and better half. Better because she always assumes so, and better because she is always in a frozen state, never melts. So I decided to move on with my learnings and ensure that I keep myself charged. With 2 losses under my belt, I decided to confront the last challenge in my house, which is to go and open conversation with my older son, who is a software engineer by profession and logged into his domain. And I told him, get organized, keep things in proper manner and place. And he replied, dude, you need to update your information system version. In IT field, accessibility is everything. The faster you access things, the more efficient you are. So why should I keep things organized? In attempt to log in to his domain of lifestyle, I actually ended up rebooting my own thought process. When the going gets tougher, the tough gets going. And on this note, I gathered myself and decided I will have to win over this paradoxical war in my workplace. And at least being a boss, I felt I can do it easily. So I went to my office and called a new recruit, a young, fashionable MBA student, just passed out from the B school and joined the corporate world to try his luck. I called him and asked, where had you gone in office hours yesterday? He said, for a haircut, sir. I said, haircut? That too in office hours? He said, I did cut that much hair, which I grew during my working hours. I was furious and said, don't you know hair grows while you are at home also? And he said, yeah, do I look bald to you? I allowed the barber only cut those many hairs which have been grown in the office hours. I said, discipline is important in life and time management is critical for success. And he said, I learned in my B school that being natural makes you flow, which fosters ting-tong, innovation and creativity. And that's very, very important for me to succeed. And as far as time management is concerned, time is managing us and no need for us to manage the time. And it's a matter of time. I'll be your boss someday. Oof. I did realize I need to transform from an egocentric, competitive human to a peaceful warrior. And to live, one must be free. But to be free, one must give up security. Therefore, live one must be ready to die. Or do you contest here?
Can we all mute the microphones and wait for 1 minute for the judges to mark their scores? Our fourth contestant for the humorous speech contest is Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar. Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar, please ensure that your audio and video are on and you are able to see the timer.
Yes, I can.
Kindly confirm that it's not a virtual background.
No. It's a blank wall.
Okay, it looks so beautiful. Please repeat after me. Laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar. The speech titled Perfectly Imperfect. Speech titled Perfectly Imperfect by Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar, contestant number 4.
The word imperfect spells I am perfect because everyone in this world who is perfect thinks that he is imperfectly perfect. Contest chair, eminent panel of judges, and my dear fellow Toastmasters. This man who is standing in front of you, who sat in an aircraft in 2007 when he landed in Oman, who has never seen an airport. First of all, he wanted to reach the airport and he reached the airport. Well. I was fully aware when there is a glass door, there is a push and there is a pull. Oh, sorry, this is push and this is pull. With a trolley in my hand, I went. The security guard asked for a passport, visa, everything. The documents were checked. I was about to push and the door went either sides. Whew. On the floor, I looked back. The security man was looking at me and laughing. The embarrassment was horrible. But anyway, I carried him with all the courage, and trolley was taking me to the wrong direction. My counter was there and my trolley was taking me to the wrong direction. Did you experience this? I did every time. Somehow I gathered my courage and I went to the booking counter, boarding pass is collected. Somebody again helped me, and finally I was at the immigration. By the time I get out of the immigration, my bladders were bursting because of the pressure I had and the embarrassment. Somehow, I recall somebody told me the toilets are spick and span. You should. Fair enough. I had an emergency, went inside the toilet, and okay, this time pushed the door, and to my surprise, it was not Indian. Oh, my lifetime, with such a perfect impression of my imperfection, I never used the European. I managed, but at the end, I could not see this, but I saw this. That's a water fountain. How to use it? Somehow I may finish my business, but by the time the clothes were all wet. There was some machine which was running. That's it. People were actually drying their hands. I managed to dry somehow so that I can get into the aircraft. So many new things perfectly in front of me as an imperfect man. I got into the aircraft, sat on a chair, and then relaxed that now I am going to land in a new country. First ever in my life. Landed, but I was trying to push the chair at the back, but it was not going back. I looked at the next passenger, he gave me a sarcastic look and just looked up and pressed some button, and the air hostess came. I asked, ma'am, this chair is not going back. How the front person is doing? She said, sir, this is an emergency seat, so you cannot push your chair back. From that moment, I kept my mouth shut except opening for drink and water and food. Well, friends, after that, this imperfect man has learned a lot. 2008 today. But I remember that perfection, what I learned in this country, again, was ready to give me a kind of imperfect experience. It was Old Airport, 2009. And my parents were visiting me. I had a new car because recently I took a license. I went to our old airport, went inside, and there is that boom barrier which allows your car to enter into the parking area. What to do here? I know. I just took 100 paisa, 3 notes. That time it was 300 paisa parking charges. And I was putting one, the second, and the third one into the ticketing slot. No ticket coming out. I was smart enough that I should call that person security man. I called the person, sir, I paid 300 paisa, but no ticket coming out. There is a long queue behind me. He said, what you did? I said, I put the 300 paisa. Oh man, he started laughing. My goodness, sir, you have to just press the button and take the ticket, and while going out, you have to pay. Perfectly imperfect man. Friends, there were so many instances in my life. The person who is always striving and trying for the perfection always ended into some kind of an act of imperfection. But yes, now I don't want to be imperfect because my timer is showing perfectly red card and I want to perfectly end my speech. Over to you.
Let's maintain 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots and finalize the results. May I request assistance from the Zoom master to guide the chief judge and the tally counters to the breakout room also.
Chief Judge and telecounters, you can move to room 2. Telecounter 1 has moved already. Chief Judge is also moved. Telecounter 2, please go to room 2. You must be getting a message on your screen. Yeah, they're all in there.
I'm getting a message to join room 1. Should I?
No, you ignore. Everybody else, please ignore all the messages.
Thank you.
Contest chair, I can confirm the chief judge as well as both the telecounters are in the breakout room.
Nobody need to join any rooms. I think some message is coming to you. Please don't join any rooms.
Zoom master, I was taken to the breakout room. Any problem?
No, there was a...
Now you are outside, no?
Yeah, I am outside now. I am in the main room.
Not taken. I think the message is coming because all the breakout rooms are open now.
Okay.
Don't join.
Okay, fine.
Contestants, role players, please do not go to any breakout rooms. It was only meant for the chief judge and the 2 telecounters. Everybody else, please stay in the main room. Contest your time. You are muted.
Am I audible now? Yes. May I request all the contestants to join by switching on their cameras to receive the e-participation certificate. Toastmaster Amit Luthra, Toastmaster Gajesh Dariwal, Toastmaster Anand Baraskar, Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar, please switch on your camera and join us. Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club speech contest for the year 2023. The humorous speech contest, distribution of participant certificates, the speaking order. Toastmaster Amit Luthra, Toastmaster Gajesh Dariwal.
Thank you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Anand Baraskar.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar.
Thank you.
Let's call for a round of applause for the participants. That concludes the speech contest, and
We'll take a photo, please. Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Everybody smile, please. Okay.
And today we saw 4 people who have a better sense of life. You know why? Because the saying goes, people with a good sense of humor have a better sense of life. And thus we conclude the contest, the humorous speech contest for the day. And I hereby adjourn the humorous speech contest of the club. Of the club, Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club for the Toastmasters year 2023. Toastmasters and guests and the ExCom of Apna Hindi Toastmasters, thank you for your support and personal thanks, especially for the opportunity. Over to Master of Ceremonies, Madam Toastmaster Mridula Sharma.
Thank you. Contest Chair, Toastmaster Mrinal. ह्यूमरस कॉन्टेस्ट के सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को बहुत बहुत बधाई। और अब मैं हमारे अपना हिंदी टोस्टमास्टर क्लब के अध्यक्ष श्री संदीप जी को, टोस्टमास्टर संदीप जी को इनवाइट करना चाहती हूँ ताकि वो इस कॉन्टेस्ट को आगे बढ़ा सकें। ओवर टू यू संदीप जी।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी Toastmaster Mridula Sharma. Can we put our hands together for our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Mridula Sharma, please? It was her first attempt at being the Master of Ceremony, and what a fabulous job she has done. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mridula. We shall now present the certificates of appreciation to all the role players and to our respected Chief Judge. I'll just share my screen. I request all the role players and the Chief Judge to switch their videos on and accept the DTM George Thomas, our Chief Judge for the Humorous and Evaluation Speech Contest. Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Mrinal Gopalakrishnan, our wonderful contest chair for both this evaluation and the humorous speech contests. Toastmaster Mridula Sharma, our Master of Ceremonies. Toastmaster Purnima Singh, our Chief Sergeant at Arms. Toastmaster Karuna Chaube, our Sergeant at Arms, who spent some time in the breakout room today with the contestants. I hope contestants and she both had a good time. Toastmaster Santosh Nair, our tally counter. Toastmaster Alok Mishra, our second tally counter. Toastmaster Anand Kapali, our timer 1. Toastmaster Ramakan, thank you for being the timer. Distinguished Toastmaster Praveen Panikar, who does all kinds of role from Chief Judge to Zoom Master today. Thank you for assisting me with all those moving in, moving out, and doing all kinds of things. Thank you, DTM Praveen. That's as far as the role players are concerned and the judges are concerned. The individual judges' certificates shall be sent to the Chief Judge for onward transmission to all the judges. The judges, I would request everybody to unmute and give a thunderous round of applause for being there, staying anonymous, not showing their face, listening to everyone so very carefully and giving those marks. Without you, we could not have conducted the contest, sirs and madams. Thank you very much. All I have revealed is that there were a few madams and few sirs as our judges. I am not at liberty to disclose anything more about the judges. From the bottom of our heart, thank you very much, judges. With that, what's on the agenda next? The agenda says it's time for announcement of results.
Both are ready. It's with you. I mean, the contest chair.
I have the results with me. We have the certificates ready. We have everything here. But do we need to announce the results right now?
I think we can wait for a day or two.
We can wait for a day, isn't it?
Maybe next week.
All right. Without any further ado, I invite our contest chair and the chief judge to please announce the results. Give me a second while I just finish the certificates for the second contest. I finished with the first one. I will take only 1 minute to remove spotlight from me first and then. Okay. Till that time, contest chair, you can just keep people busy with something.
Already everyone is so busy listening to the speeches. And the most beautiful thing was that today the speech started, it was a sweet speech. Started with a beautiful cake.
Yeah, I wish we could get to eat that cake as well.
Yeah, this happens when you have online sessions.
If it was an offline session, we would actually be eating the cake, isn't it?
This reminds me of one thing. Actually, last year, one of the contests, we had the chief judge from UAE. So first it was a surprise. And then I noted that this is a benefit of having online contest. Toastmasters from all over the world, or rather from adjacent nearby countries, can take part in our contest. And today, I would like to rephrase it. Not from the neighboring countries, from all over the world, Toastmasters can join the contest. So this is how the interactions are developed, and in the Toastmasters platform itself. It was a wonderful experience knowing that our test speaker was from Toronto.
Yeah, if this was a physical session, there was no way I could have paid for her ticket from Toronto to Muscat to be the test speaker. Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club is not rich enough to afford somebody, and chemistry professor only travels business class.
I think
All
next
right,
year.
we are ready with the certificates. We are ready with the certificates. Okay. So contest chair, chief judge.
Yeah,
chief judge,
I will share the screen. You can.
CJ, may I announce the results?
Please go ahead.
In the first session,
announce that, I mean, better I know. In evaluation contest, there is 2 disqualification due to time. Huh?
And then we listened to 9 wonderful speeches, evaluation speeches. And like our chief judge mentioned, there are 2 disqualifications on the grounds of time. Now it's time to announce the second runner-up for the evaluation speech contest of Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club 2023. The second runner-up is Toastmaster Kamini Singh. The first runner-up, Toastmaster Gajesh Dhariwal. And the winner of the Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club speech contest evaluation speech is
imperfectly perfect.
Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners and the participants.
Thank you.
Can we have a picture of the contest chair, chief judge, and all the winners?
Yes, of course.
Where are
May I
the
announce the winners?
Okay. And Toastmaster Kamini Singh. Where is Toastmaster Kamini Singh?
Kamini Singh is not there, I think.
Okay, so maybe we can put the test speaker in her place and take a picture.
Okay.
What happened to her, Kamini? She went out?
She probably has got signed off somehow. She's not there right now. She was there till about 2 minutes ago. Thank you.
CJ, may I announce the results of the humorous speech contest?
Yes, go ahead. And there is no disqualification. There is no disqualification due to time.
Congratulations to all the participants, as there are no disqualifications. Now let's announce the results, starting with the second runner-up.
I need to start sharing the screen again, right? Okay.
The second runner-up for the humorous speech contest of Apna Hindi Toastmasters for the year 2023 is Toastmaster Anand Buraskar. The first runner-up was Toastmaster Amit Luthra.
Oh.
The winner for the speech contest, humorous speech contest of Apna Hindi Toastmasters Club for the year 2023 is Toastmaster Sachin Thakkar. Congratulations to all the winners and the participants.
Congratulations.
Can we have another picture now of all the winners here?
Where is Sachin?
Sachin.
Yeah, I'm here.
Searching for. There he
Okay.
is. One more. Can we smile for the camera, please? All right, done.
Thank you, Toastmasters, for the opportunity, and I would like to hand over the screen to Toastmaster Sandeep Malhotra.
Thank you very much, contest chair. It's 10:03. We were supposed to finish at 9:45, so I will not take too much time right now. I just want to once again thank our Chief Judge, DTM George Thomas, all the other fabulous judges who remained anonymous, did a fantastic job, gave us the decision double quick time so that we could prepare the certificates and all. All the role players, thank you very much. Without you, we could not have done this, conducted this contest so flawlessly. All the contestants, as I said in the beginning, you may or may not have been among the 3 winners today, but you all are winners, and there are many more contests to come. As regards the first and the second place winners in all the contests, you will be representing Area 8 Apna Hindi Toastmasters in Area 18 contest on 17th of February. Prepare, practice, and deliver fantastic speeches. Apna Hindi needs to go from the club to the area, to the division, to the district, and maybe one of you can go to the international speech contest. With that, I adjourn the session. Thank you very, very much to every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Hearty congratulations, winners, and
Congratulations,
especially to Vaishali Thakur.
Oh,
where is she? Where is she? Where is?
Just
I knew the name, but I don't know she's there.
Yeah, come. They're asking for you.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
I said congratulations to you, no?
Oh, thank you.
You can say it's all because of me. He's getting all these prizes. Be
Yes.
proud of it. No.
Yes, I am proud of him.
Every successful person does that.
I am not participating. He's getting.
Yeah, she's
Very
letting.
successful. Man, there is a woman. That's what I said.
But normally, normally the woman is behind the man, but this woman is always ahead of the man. And because she is not contesting, DTM Sachin is winning.
Actually, so the saying goes, DTM little further, behind every successful man, there is a woman who is not his wife, maybe.
Yeah, and once again, Toastmaster Pooja Kapoor, thank you very much. You are fabulous, absolutely amazing.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
You want to listen to the rephrase saying?
Yeah.
There is a woman behind every successful man, and his wife is behind that woman.
Wow.
Okay, we are having a second round of humorous speech contest.
Yeah, it looks like. So good night, all. Thank you, judges, and
Thank
all
you,
the
everyone.
role players
Bye-bye.
for this wonderful event. see you in another contest some in the near future. Don't worry. Bye-bye. Good night, all of you.
Good night.
Thank you, Praveen, for
Thank you.
inviting me, and
Good
also
night.
thank you, Sandeep, for giving me this opportunity.
It's our
Good
pleasure,
night.
sir. It's our pleasure. Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night.